Hey guys, we got a new level 8 soft luggage and we're heading to a wedding this weekend. So this is packed up with the dress for the wedding and a couple of other things. We have 2 other events coming up, so there's stuff in there for that. Workout gear and some backup clothes. I forgot the name of this luggage, but we will figure that out when we get there because we're heading to the airport. We'll see you in Dallas.
All right, so now that we use this in Dallas, I can talk a little bit more about this 20-inch carry-on called the 𝐵𝐾𝐄 by Level8. What this guy is essentially a very small package here, but more of a soft top feel. So a lot of what Level8 offers are hard tops, so that's where I kind of learned to love them. This one particularly has a lot of expansions and pockets and other things that make it a little bit more versatile than those packages. What I'll say about the cases is it's nice to have a flat top because you can put bags, duffels, and things on top of it, but don't be afraid of using this one either. While it does have sort of this elevated handle that might get in the way, we saw in the airport with Samika's Louis Vuitton is that it just sat on pretty nicely. It didn't really shake around, so this isn't gonna preclude you from putting things on top of it. It's just a different form factor that's just a little less secure. In terms of sizing, this is a 20-inch case. With the wheels, it's about 23 inches tall. Then we have about 15 inches in terms of the width, and then the depth is about 9 inches unexpanded. Obviously, we'll talk about the expansion capabilities in a bit, but overall, this case is very, very sleek and nice. You'll see that there's a lot of chrome going on with the black, and the way that they've kind of shined this up makes it look a little bit more elegant than other ones that I've seen like this outside of Level8. So while it is a soft top, it's less like the lines are less sharp, it still looks very handsome as a luggage itself. On the exterior, it has this very abrasion resistant 1680D nylon, and we've been able to throw this around and toss it into different vehicles, toss it into airplanes. You know, you could check this and it probably wouldn't show all that much. In fact, it'll probably hold up better than hard cases will. You won't see those scratches, you won't get those dents. It'll just hold up a lot better over time, at least in terms of its overall aesthetics. Obviously, there's chances you can get tears in that, but again, the material is super resilient, so you shouldn't see those things. There's so much more to talk about this because this is not a hard case, and that's why I'm gonna have to rely on the actual manual, which I never really look at with luggages, but there's just so much to talk about, so let's get into it and start with the outside. So, the handle is adorned with aluminum alloy rails that have a nice finish to them. The handle is comfortable in hand, and as with most luggage, there's a multi-stage height. The backside of the luggage has multiple long, abrasion-resistant feet that will keep your luggage off the ground without adding a ton of bulk. It also gives a solid grip for smoother surfaces. On the right side, there's a nice little pull-out luggage tag. It's flexible and pops right back in after release. It's super satisfying to play with. On the other side of the luggage, there's a side pocket which is pretty deep. This could be good for snacks, passports, charging banks, or even small water bottles. Yet this isn't the only quick access pocket, as there are 2 zips in the front that give you a deep pocket for documents and a shallower pocket for electronics, pens, and smaller accessories. Moving to the wheels,
Man, these gotta be the best part of the luggage. If you've watched my other reviews from Level 8, they do a great job about making a smooth, quiet wheel, but this one beats them all by a mile. We were so impressed about how nicely these rolled and how quiet they were. Have a listen. The luggage has a ton of grab points with the chunky, soft leather handles on the side and top. The bottom has a solid injection molded handle that is durable and gives the case a nice tug point when in overhead storage. Now checking with the front pocket, there's a ton of organization here. There's 2 soft touch pockets that can fit a 15-inch laptop and a large iPad, as well as pockets for coins, cards, pens, and other knickknacks that you might need easy access to in a meeting. On the flap, they even give you organization for folders, papers, and a place to clip your keys. Level 8 also included a TSA lock if you want some extra security. Finally cracking this open and showing off the interiors, Level 8 opted for a 2-flap buckle system on their compression element. What's nice about this is that it not only keeps your clothes locked down, but it also gives you some zippered mesh pockets to hold ties, underwear, jewelry, and other small accessories. The inside is one deep compartment that will give you 40 liters capacity. That translucent pouch that you see there is a wet bag that will give you nice separation of your toiletries from the rest of your case. This case can be zipped away easily to take your toiletries to the bathroom or just be removed to give you extra space. Flipping the luggage around, there's a large pocket for smaller items like ties, underwear, small accessories, and more. This could even be used as your dirty clothing separation if you wanted. On the top flap, there's a large mesh pocket that can hold t-shirts and flatter items. I could definitely see myself using this to separate my used clothes as the trip went on. Let's say you're packed to the brim and got some shopping done. You can zip out the lower half of this luggage and give yourself an additional 2 inches of depth to stash those extra clothes and gifts you bought without having to worry about breaking the zippers or adding too much bulk.
So, the Capture 20, this is a luggage that I wasn't expecting to like because I generally go hardtop. However, as usual, Level 8 surprised me with this one. I ended up loving this a lot just because it has so much quick access to it that it works for business, it works for pleasure. It would work if you're doing like really quick international trips. Just because, you know, you pull a passport really fast, you can pull out your laptop, it's not going to encumber you, you don't have to really unzip everything. So I like the fact that there's just so much expandability. They also give you a lot of organization in the bag, which makes it super convenient. I don't have to have as many packing cubes, you know, especially if I'm traveling more light and I don't have all these many clothes, but I have like tech and other things. There's plenty of places to put this that make it seamless in its own regard. The other thing that I will say that's really nice is that it is expandable. So for 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄, we obviously had some wedding events and it was able to fit everything. The thing that was really nice is that you still had some space to go shopping. You had some space to have extra options. So like, you know, if it was different type of weather, we got random rain, she was able to bring some options with her so that she could like kind of be a little bit more adaptable to the scenarios that were in Dallas. But as well as we found a shopping district, she bought some stuff. She could easily put it in, and we never had to use the expandability, but if we needed to and she went ham on the shopping district, we could have expanded and got 15% more capacity, and it wouldn't have really caused an issue with the overheads, because even with that expansion there, that 2 inches you get extra, it's not gonna really impact your overhead carry-on ability outside of maybe super small planes, like the ones that, you know, like the hoppers from Boston to New York, like that probably won't help you, but for anything that's like a few hours in terms of a flight, you probably won't have any issues even using the expandability. The thing that I will say is, what I miss from the hardtops is that there's a partition, so obviously you have packing on both sides, which is nicer because you can get into your case a little bit easier and it lays flat. But the biggest thing for me is because I'm a shoe guy, I usually bring a few pairs of shoes on trips, so it's nice to have that partition of like hard shoes and maybe like dirty clothes and then everything else. This one, obviously it's a little bit thicker and it just has a little flap for opening. It doesn't have that sort of partition, so you do have to have like a garment bag or something else that would separate that out. But otherwise, everything that you would need would be able to fit into this bag and even more. So I was super surprised by this bag, and I think that it's an easy pickup if you guys are looking for something and you're okay with the soft top and want some expandability. This one is currently running for $340. on their site. It's pretty new, so there'll probably be more promotions going forward. However, you can use my 𝐷𝐼𝐒𝐾𝐒 code in the description to get 10% off. If there's any other promotions that come through, I'll let you know in the description and put those codes in there so you guys get some extra money off. However, if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments. We have other things coming from Level 8. This is the first one that they sent me of this season. So we have another bag, I have another wedding, so I'll try to use it for that one. So if you guys like this luggage content, there'll probably be another one in the next couple of weeks as I get that edited. But, you know, stay tuned regardless. Anyway, if you guys like the video, please comment, like, subscribe, do all the things you normally do on a video that you like and love. And let me know if there's anything else you'd like. I can always infuse it into my channel and the content that's coming out. As always, appreciate ya. Peace.